Hello everyone. So, as I was saying before, my favorite hobby is beading, and I just wanted to show you how I store my beads. I get these containers from my local bead store, which actually is like 4 hours away in Thunder Bay. So I can pick them up in store or order them online at Amazon. It's just the bead valet. So when I get them, you get all these little compartments here. So you basically fill these containers up with the beads. So I'll show you how I do that. So you'll get, how many of these? 34 of these ones. And 16 of these little guys, which I love. You get 2 of these big ones. And inside is a spoon. You wonder what you use the spoon for. I'll show you in a second. And then the other tray has the tweezers. And I haven't had to use the tweezers yet. So I don't know what to use them for. I mean, I don't have difficulty picking up my beads. Even the small ones, I just basically just work on my triangle. So the spoon I use for a bag of precious. So when I need to access that, I could just basically pour the beads into this container instead of trying to pour it into that teeny tiny container. So these are size 10 seed beads. So instead of me having to work with a big tray like that, I would just use my spoon and scoop them into there. And I would label it. And I would take out my dynamo and just label it what kind it is. So this is a seed bead. So basically I would just type in seed bead and change the size and all that. But that's how I label the beads, and I'll show you my label system that I have. So this is the label system that I have for my suitcase, my beaded suitcase. So in here are all my beads, and I have them color coordinated in rows. So, I mean, I can buy big bags of precious, or I can buy strands. And so when I buy the strands, I just, instead of unleashing them all, I just put the whole strand in there. And then I just close it up. But then I also label it as what size and what type it is. So it's opaque and it's white. And I do that for a number of reasons, to keep track of how many I have in here. So I actually have a spreadsheet of where I buy my beads. So most of them, like I said, come from a store in Thunder Bay called Jangles. And if I can't find my colors there that I need, I'll go online and go to a Canadian store called iBead. It's a First Nations run beading store and supplies with feathers and leather, all sorts of fabric materials and little trinkets and threads for you. So I either 3 options to buy my beads online or in store. So I have them all labeled, and when I use my strands, I'll take one strand usually just off. I'll just pull off one strand. I don't take them all off. So I'll just like cut one off here, and I'll gently dump them into the bigger container in here. And in order to use my beads, I can't bead out of this box because it's too awkward. The edges are too high. So I just basically just dump them into my tray. And then when I'm done with my beading, instead of putting them back here, I will put them into my mini containers. So I don't have to be accessing these big ones. I don't have little mini containers with surplus in them. And then I'll know not to access the big ones. I can just grab these little guys and work off of them. Before I get to this stage though, I put them in here because once I get them into the valet there, it's very time consuming. So I usually have to pre-plan where every colors are going to go. So instance these metallic seed beads, size 11, I will store them in here until I can get the chance to grab my size 11 case. So I can grab my size 11 case in here. And in this case, I have 2 colors. So metallic is only this much of the supplies. And then this half is translucent. So I have translucent reds, orange, yellows, green, blues. They're all labeled and marked. I'll have to transition this translucent out into its own case. So I'll probably be doing that with the new case today and moving these metallic ones that should not be duplicates into the case, because I have a checklist here that I go off of. So I create a spreadsheet. So I put like what this box contains is my translucent metallic, and then when I'm searching I'll realize I'm missing a color, so I'll write down gray, and then if I use a color up I'll put how many I need to have to fill that void again. And then here, if I went shopping, I'll see that I bought a new color, so I'll put in what row it is, and I'll add the quantity and where I got it from. So if I run out, I'll know, oh, I got that dark purple at Jangles. And so I can go over to Jangles and say, hey, do you guys have the dark purple one? And usually I'll also include the order number, because as you know, there's so many dark purple shades out there. So then I'll have to update this metallic sheet to include these new colors that I have. So yeah, that's my beading system that I have. It's actually very effective in that when I do commissions, I will pack up my cases here and take them with me. And I'll show them. I'll like, okay, this is the size 11 beads. This is what it looks like. These are the colors. Just pick out the ones you want, give them to me, and I can work off of that. So that's pretty much it. That's how I organize my beads. So right now, I'm going to work on this box because I need to get them away so I can find out what inventory I have and fill the voids if there's any voids left. Thank you. Bye.